All right, our doctors of our personal injury doctors elite community. First, my congratulations to all of you and everybody that's been referring. We're over the 4,000 member mark. Never dreamed I'd be that many doctors in this community when I first started this, but great things, great education, and great sponsors. And today I tracked down one of our longest, I believe, sponsors for our community with her support. Her name is Annie Brown. I know, seen her with her great images on the doctors community with prospect providers, but we were able to track her down. She's the CEO and founder of Prospect Providers, and we're going to talk to her today, interview her a little bit on first her continuing sponsorship with our community to help all our doctors and her services. A little bit about her. Um, Now it's been over 22 years, maybe she's been out doing this, or longer.
26,
In
26.
2026 years. Wow.
Whew.
Um, in 2001, she all started at the core when she worked with Dr. Arlen in the Minnesota Twin Cities. Decided to help him out in personal injury and gaining cases that he could treat, and decided this is something she wanted to help a lot of doctors with. So she went out and put together the prospect providers. And we're so appreciative of her and her staff, great staff that has worked with a lot of our doctors, working with them and bringing them a lot of accident lists and cases. And she does that legally and formally and professionally as her company. And I'm just going to turn it over to her and thank her so much for what she's done. And we're going to talk to her, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what all she's doing out there. So, Annie, I'll turn it
Okay.
over to you. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you, Dr. Tony. Awesome. Hi, I'm Annie Brown. I hail originally from Minnesota, specifically Wayzata. I don't know if you're familiar with the Twin Cities area, but I'm from a town called Wayzata and right on Lake Minnetonka. And that was many years ago. I don't live there anymore. I'm in Florida, Clearwater. And I specialize in helping people that have been in car accidents get hooked up with chiropractors, as well as personal injury attorneys or physical therapists, whoever might need their help, right? So, just a little bit about how I started my training is in business administration and in marketing. And as when I first started this about 26 years ago, I was literally just helping my daughter's godfather, Dr. Arlen Lieberman, who's a chiropractor in the Twin Cities area. I wanted to help him, help more people actually make more money. That was the honest truth. I wanted to help him make more money. So I just said, "Hey, how do you make your money as a chiropractor?" And he basically said, "Work comp or PI." So I said, "Great." I just picked PI. And long story short, I developed this program. And the program consists of gaining access legally to the crash reports from the surrounding police station, sheriff's department, and highway patrol offices to any given location, um, and then marketing directly to that public, the people that have been in car accidents. And I developed a whole marketing strategy of what do you do successfully to market to crash victims. Um, so, uh, in present time, I've been doing this for 26 years. For the first 8 years alone, I was the one doing all of the actions, meaning getting the crash reports from the station, marketing directly to the crash victims, getting them into the doors of the office, etc. Going to this, all of it, the whole thing. So I'm very much for 8 years. I know exactly what you need to do that are successful actions. I have run into chiropractors over the 26 years that I've been in business. I think I've got a database of, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around 20 to 30,000 chiropractors in my database alone. I've talked to a lot of people throughout the United States. And I've talked to guys that have tried this before as well. And I have had conversations with some chiropractors that will tell me, like, I've tried it, it doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, okay. So what did you do when you tried it? And they'll tell me what they did. And I have a set series of questions that I ask that I know the answers of that will tell me if that person was doing successful actions or not. So there's a myriad of things that somebody can do that are not correct in marketing. And this, I would venture to go out on a limb because I'm a marketing specialist and tell you that this doesn't just apply in the field of personal injury marketing. It also applies in the field of marketing. So, because they're not that far away. When you're marketing to crash victims, you're marketing to people in general. So, and there's not a huge difference, right? Now, my program specializes on it, but what I'm trying to say, my point is there are laws on marketing. And if you do and you know what the laws are and you do them, you're going to be successful in marketing. Be you marketing to Eskimos in Alaska, or or you're marketing to personal injury cases. So it doesn't matter. Marketing is marketing. Okay. So on that note, my program has been extremely workable for people that have followed, learned, and understood and applied my program. Okay. Now, back on this point a little bit, just to give you a little bit more basic understanding about my program. So, my company specializes in a couple of areas. Starting with as a rudimentary idea, um, I make sure because the laws are different from state to state to state regarding not only getting and gaining access to crash reports, that's its own area of law. Every state has different laws on that. For example, if you're in California, you do not have rights to getting the crash reports. They are not considered public record. I can't help you with this program in California. I can't help you in Hawaii. There are other states that have other laws, such as Florida has a 60-day wait law to market to crash victims. I really, if you want to do that, great. I can tell you and teach you how to do it. But I don't, as a rule with my company, I don't go after trying to find chiropractors in Florida to help just because of that law. There are many other states that allow you access to the crash reports without any stipulations, okay? Good. So that's one piece of information on laws. The second is your board. Your board has their own laws separate from the state laws. Some boards might say you can call crash victims. Some boards might say you can't call crash victims. Some boards say that if you mail to the crash victims, it's got to say this and this on the mailing piece. I have all of those laws. I've maybe 6 states I've not researched yet. And it's not me doing it. I have an attorney that I've worked with for 11 years. So he does all my legal research, and I provide you guys the crash report, that information, so that because I want you to know what the laws are in your area, and I don't want you to violate them. So that's the first thing. Now, next beyond that, I have the ability to get you access to crash reports. I provide you ongoing fresh crash reports. Some places I'm already providing crash reports. The Twin Cities, Minnesota. I've been there for since I started 26 years ago. There's between 4 to 6 thousand names and addresses on my crash report any given month. It's a lot. Portland, Oregon. I provide crash reports. I've been there for a long time. Other parts of Oregon, I also do. Parts of Washington, I do. There's different parts throughout the United States that I'm already providing crash reports. So you can call me up and go, hey, I want to get set up. There's areas I'm not providing crash reports in states that are legal to get them. I then also can get you set up. Okay. It requires me to do a service, which I pay for, you pay for, but I get you set up to getting and gaining access to crash reports. I use my attorney in that process, but that service is called research and establishment. Good. So, what I thought I would go over with you today is the lists you're getting from me. So, what I provide are names and addresses of crash victims in an area. I can't guarantee you that these names and addresses of crash victims are perfect. Why? Because I'm getting the crash reports. There's a lot of vias that it goes through from the officer at the station taking down the data by hand, bringing it back to the records girl, writing it down, to us getting the data to even my staff, anywhere on there can be a misduplication of a number on an address. Great, maybe the number is 12345 Vicksburg Lane, and somebody accidentally, somewhere on there, it accidentally was written 2345 Vicksburg Lane. It's the wrong address. Okay. I can't guarantee you that all those addresses are going to be correct. Now, but most anybody who's marketing is going to realize that marketing alone to crash victims, um, even if the entire list is not perfect, you're still going to get a plethora of crash victims available to be marketed to. Most reports don't come with the phone numbers of crash victims. I offer an additional service in my company when you're getting them that we look up the phone numbers that are missing. So what that means is, again, we're using a third party tool to look up the phone numbers. So, and I can't guarantee that those are going to be perfect either. Why? Because let's say they were looking up Annie Brown with my reverse address. Well, it's going to have my last number listed in this reverse directory. Maybe my last number was two phone numbers ago or a phone number ago, and it's not my current number. That type of stuff can happen. So, um, the moral of this lesson today really is we provide the crash reports. We provide the lists typed up. We type them up for you, so you don't need to do that. And we do the phone number, reverse phone number lookup as well. Are they 100% perfect addresses and phone numbers? No, you're never going to get that. If somebody promises you that, they're lying, straight up telling you that's not the case. There's no way to even do it. But I want you to know that if you're interested in marketing to crash victims, we bend over backwards in the company to find out the best tools to use and how to do it in order to provide you with the most workable names and addresses available and phone numbers if you can do calls in your state to supply that data for you, as well as helping you understand how to best market to them so that you know how to get these guys in the door. So that's really what I thought I would spend my time on today is just letting you know that marketing crash victims, if that's what you're wanting to do, you're going to get a list. I don't want you falsely expecting you have a perfect list. You could get the list and it, X percent of it is going to be good and X percent. That's how it goes. So just realize you are getting a list of crash victims, and some of those are just going to be, and that's what you want. You want those valid crash victims. And we do our darndest to try to get you in a very good list. So that's kind of what I was going to go over today, Dr. Tony. Do you have any points that I should highlight or
Always
questions?
perfect in Annie's presentation. Yes, and doctors, some of the times you think some of these lists are wrong or right. She gets her information from the authorities' information, so that's where a lot of times she gets the information from the legal reports and all that. So you're not going to be a professional marketer. You're a doctor, and your doctor should invest in professionals such as Andy because she knows all the steps on how to do it right. And then when you say, "Well, I tried it and nothing happened," well, you didn't do it right. It's like me trying to deliver a baby. Maybe I know how to, but I don't do day in day out. Anyway, no, and a lot of things, like all the states are different. Uh, we have listed a lot of the states in a lot of her promotional things, and we'll do that again, actually with this endorsement to our doctors community. And so those states are pretty much um, qualified that you can get the accident list leads from her prospect provider staff and team and herself and make sure you follow the steps, because if you don't follow the steps, it's not going to work right. And let the professionals like Annie and her staff do the work that you invested in and go on to be a doctor. You don't need that many cases to pay for the services. You get one or two, three, four, 5 cases a month, and even more than that. Your investment's good. It's better than 5,000 sitting in a bank earning 0.1%, like some of my accounts are. So anyway, just want to throw that out. No, she has done this for our doctors for many years. She's connected with a lot of PI doctors, elites, and a lot of them are frustrated that their laws do not allow that to happen. But again, your office possibly can't do it, but a marketer, a professional marketer like Andy's team can do it. So it's a whole different story that your board won't let you, the office, do it, but a professional marketer do it for you. So you got to look into that so you can answer that question and for all the states
Yeah, and
there.
I do want to point out we don't provide your marketing for you. I did do it for years, but we will train somebody on your
Right.
behalf. We've done it many times. We've actually helped hire, believe it or not. That's how much we help. We don't do your hiring, but we help make sure you have the right girl for the job so that you're getting the right, because that is part of it. I would say 84 to 87% of the success of this program when you're running my marketing program, Marketing to Crash Victims, is 100% dependent upon who do you have running this marketing program that you've hired. The girl that's going to run the program, it's a big deal. So, and we go over that at length and we train you as much as we can to train your girl. So, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. You should have a specific office personnel on this only and not do 900 other different things.
And they don't need to work from your house. I mean, they don't need to work from your office. They can nowadays that we have a lot of people that are having a girl from home doing it.
Yeah, good idea. Yep,
Yeah.
that's what it is. So,
Yep.
all right, good. So bottom line, the accident victims list, she's the girl for you. Well, I'd say girl, she's the professional.
It's okay. I have no weird things on political correctness. It's not a problem for me.
And she's a professional for us and has been with us for many years and helping many of our doctors. So make sure you contact her one-on-one. Annie, why don't you give us your contact information? I think it's all the same. And go ahead.
Okay, so here's what you should do. Ideally, you text me your number. Here's my text line, 818-653-0288. 818-653-0288. Text me your name, Dr. John Schmidt, your address of your clinic. If you have more, that's fine. You can just give me the one for now. And obviously, if it's coming from your text, I'll have your cell right there. But that'll be enough for me to have I'm talking to. Normally, I'll send you a link back to my calendar so you can make an appointment with me, and I'll send you a link to schedule a time to speak with me, right? But that data will give me like, where are you? You know, and then I'll know the laws in your space, your state. Yeah.
Great. That's 818-653-0288. Of course, we'll have it all posted there, probably her appointment calendar. They can get in touch with her. And you may be speaking with her right-hand professional, Mariani. Great, great gal. She's got married. She's a bride.
Yeah,
Already.
she did. That's right, in August.
Yeah, that was great. So
Right.
make sure you contact them on-one and see what they can all do for you for enhancing your practice in personal injury. If you're just starting, another great thing to really pump up your percentage in personal injury if you're looking to do that. And I appreciate y'all being in our doctors community of 4,000 plus. All right. Do you have any more to add, my dear?
I really don't. Thank you very much for having
All
me.
right. And that number is Eastern Standard Time number. So she is at 1 hour older than me today. Since I
Yep,
am at Central Time. So
that's right.
got you by an hour. So
Yeah,
anyway,
that's
all
right.
right, we're gonna let this go. We're gonna get this session into our PI Doctors Elite community. Annie, thanks again for me tracking you down as a sponsor, annual sponsor, major annual sponsor for many years, and to continue on helping our doctors do that. So be sure to watch her endorsements and her promotions that come through our doctors community. Make sure you contact them one-on-one if you want to enhance your practices. All right, with that, we'll get them back to their staff loads and rounds today. Thanks again for your time. Looking great down there in Florida, so stay safe.
Thanks,
No
Tom.
hurricanes this year, huh?
Not so far.
All right. All right, be good, be safe. Let's make it happen. Dr. Tony, your
Perfect.
administrator and founder, we are out. Take care.